you want to dance, then the dance is already, you are the dancer. The dance comes from within you. It's not from outside. It's impossible that it would come from outside. So the techniques can only support you in revealing that which is already within you. And so this is always true. Techniques are only capable of revealing to you that which is already in you. So you don't need the technique to add something to you. At best, the technique can reveal something that's already in you. And so when you understand your fundamental powers, then really the techniques become superfluous. That's the right term. Um, and so here I'm wanting to point out you really one of the most fundamental uh, powers you have, which is the power of intention. Because in if you're on the path of which you are, if you're on the path of attainment, meaning the path of attaining or fulfilling your desire, then you need to master your fundamental power, your fundamental creative powers. And your most fundamental creative powers are attention and intention. I mean, all of that is built upon what we could call awareness, but awareness is not directed. Awareness is, we could say, static, whereas attention and intention are dynamic. You can actually work with them. So I would say your fundamental powers are attention and intention. So you direct your awareness with the power of attention, and what you direct it at is intention. And this is the fundamental creative process. And a lot of people will, I know, will be dismissive of this, and they'll think, oh, well, that's that. How could that possibly help me? I mean, that's not fancy. It's not shiny. It's not sexy. What does that do for me? That didn't give me some sort of, uh, you know, ex feeling of like, psychedelic explosion or anything. So that can't be useful. And then they move on to the next thing. They're going to go to the next ayahuasca retreat or the next breathwork thing or the next whatever. And okay, those will give you experiences, and that's interesting and maybe valuable, maybe not. Um, but again, all of those things ultimately should be leading you to the realization of your fundamental powers. Because if you have to take ayahuasca in order to uh, in order to get something of fundamental value to you, then um, then what that is saying is that you are incomplete, right? If ayahuasca is necessary, which is something that you have to take from the outside in order to get what you need, then you are incomplete. But it's not true, right? So if you pay attention to what is actually happening during any of these experiences, whatever the experience might be, under whatever the conditions or circumstances, whatever substances may or may not be involved, actually the experience is happening completely subjectively. It's always in you, and it's not actually coming from the outside. It would be impossible for it to come from the outside. So each of these experiences is offering you, if you pay attention, the opportunity to actually learn about your fundamental creative powers. You could also just take the more direct path, which is what I'm proposing here, which is just to start to recognize your fundamental powers of attention and intention. And when you have clarity of intention and you can sustain your attention on it sufficiently, that is how creation occurs. And therefore, that intention which you are sustaining your attention on is manifest at all levels. So whatever it is that you want, whatever desire you have that you want to manifest, this is how it works fundamentally. And if you're doing anything else, then it's less direct, which means less efficient. So, I mean, I guess there's a, I should say it. if you're not willing or able, willing, I guess, to actually go the direct route, then we could say that less direct ways could be in a sense useful, like training wheels. But really, I just encourage you to go the direct route because it's going to give you better results. You'll get faster results. So the getting clarity on your actual desire is of utmost importance. And once you have succeeded in gaining that clarity on your desired outcome, on your desire, and all you have to do is sustain your attention on it, and it has to manifest at all levels because that's how the creative process is working. So you should respect and appreciate the importance of intention. If you overlook it, then you should not and cannot expect realistically to get good results. You might be able to get some flash in the pan results. Okay, so it's absolutely true that some people can get certain short-term results without totally getting clarity on their desired outcome. But you'll notice that they are not sustained because you can't get that if you haven't gotten the clarity of what you actually of your true desire. So you have to get clarity on the intention. How do you do that? Well, every day, put your attention for a little bit on your desired outcome. I mean, practice makes perfect. If you just keep doing that, then you're going to get better at it. If you don't do that, then you're not going to get better at it. Uh, Sorry to break it to you. I know people sometimes they want something that's, some seems more exciting or something. But honestly, the truth is usually not like that. The truth is usually pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. It's kind of the stuff that in some ways you already knew. Um, and if you just do this, the wonderful thing is you'll get good results. It will give you so much better results than anything else that you're doing. So number one, practice letting go as much as possible of anything of all your desires, and those that are not yours will fall away. What this will do is it will bring into focus those desires which are yours, which you cannot let go of. Do not try to suppress these. Your mind on an intellectual level, because your intellect is very sophisticated and very adult, and very and tends to suppress a lot of things. It will likely try to suppress many of these things. It will say, "Oh, I don't really want that. Nobody would really want that. That's stupid. I can't have that, so I'm not going to want it. It's too late for me, so I won't want it. I'll just suppress it, or that would be inconvenient, so I'll just suppress it." Do that at your own peril, because again, you have to understand that your life exists because of desire, and the fundamental desires that make up your life are the purpose of your life. So if you suppress them, then you're suppressing the purpose of your life, and then you're going to feel purposeless, and you're not going to feel very good. Whereas if you are willing and to have the courage just to acknowledge and accept and embrace your true desires, it will work much better for you. So, so again, that process is let go of everything that can be let go of. It will help you to have focus on the things that remain, and the things that remain are your desires for you to satisfy. So, because that's the purpose of your life, that's what has actually given rise to your life. Just another way to understand this is also you can look at what is it that hurts you the most, because the things that just keep hurting you over and over and over, if you're not able to resolve that just through letting go, then that also is pointing to your true desire.